That's it. That is it. The Vikings finally announced that our long national nightmare is over. They have chosen a long snapper. I half expected White Smoke to be billing out a TCO performance at our bar and grill, but the Vikings have waived former 2019 7th-round pick Austin Cutting in favor of 33-year-old Andrew DiPaolo on the practice squad. Now, we had made a video that was going to come out tomorrow morning about the Vikings have to ish or get off the pot and make a decision because Andrew DiPaolo was out of practice squad elevations before he would have to go through waivers. So they did. They made the choice by waiving Austin Cutting. Also, they waived Hardy Nickerson Jr., the linebacker. Now, his role had been marginalized since Todd Davis came back from the COVID reserve list, so maybe they'll put him back on the practice squad. He's had a couple of stints on there before. Also, they protected tight end Brandon Dillon, the Marion Barbarian, who was elevated for Sunday's game against Carolina when Irv Smith missed with a groin and played 8 snaps, had his first NFL catch. That's right. Getting it going, baby. I like it. As well as they let go of former CFL cornerback superstar Marcus Sayles. It had been a second time that he has been on the practice squad. Now, they're starting to clear some practice squad spots. Maybe it's a sign that Nickerson is brought back onto the PS. But also, I think what it could be is that Austin Cutting could potentially be brought back because obviously with Cutting, he's 24 years old. I think the Vikings potentially see a future with him. But, right now, they got to focus on winning games, and Austin Cutting, with his famous case of the yips, as Spielman said it last week. So DiPaolo right now is the better option. He's obviously not the future, but maybe they do want to keep him in the sphere. Maybe he works out of it. But also, I like how people are just still lambasting the Vikings for spending a 7th-round pick on a long snapper. They had 12 picks in 2019, man. What do you expect them to do? I mean, when the Patriots draft a long snapper, Joe Cardoza, it's like, oh, genius move, but the Vikings have a great draft in 2019, and then they spend their last pick on a long snapper. They're like, what a bunch of losers. What a bunch of losers. Please. I still think Austin Cutting can get it. He played well last year. He just got in his own head this year, so maybe he can rebound and be part of the future. But the Viking special teams, they've been less than ideal. They have. So just figuring out one thing. DiPaolo coming in on short notice. He signed the Saturday before the Cowboys game, and then he was elevated from the practice squad and played against the Cowboys as well as the Panthers. And he's played well. As far as you can tell, you can tell a bad long snapper. It's hard to tell a good long snapper. Just as long as everything goes fine, he's good to go. But we'll see what happens with Cutting. I don't think DiPaolo is the future. And also with Brandon Dillon, man. So Dillon is interesting, where I think the Vikings do go 4 deep at tight end, where Rudy is really stepped up this year. He's doing the damn thing as a team leader. Irv Smith has got all the potential in the world if he can stay healthy. I think Tyler Gronklin actually has a little something going on for him. You saw him, like he was on the field during the game-winning touchdown drive, mainly because of personnel. I mean, you're either going to put Gronklin or Tajay Sharp out there, so it's understandable, but they believe in him. They believe in the former Central Michigan Chippewa, as well as Brandon Dillon. Obviously, I think that he's a better receiver than a blocker, but yeah, it's whatever at that point. And then Marcus Sayles being let go, I think that they're just freeing up practice squad spots, potentially bringing Cutting or Nickerson back. But that's it. They finally chose a long snapper. Just one thing off. I feel free to just load off my chest, man. I just love it. But your thoughts? Vikings transactions on Tuesday. They finally picked a long snapper. Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. I'll support that work. Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.